Okay, so I don't think I've ever pointed this out. Maybe I have, but if not, then I'm gonna show you it. So apparently,
Didn't you
you
read?
know the Stanley Parable, right? The narrator in the Stanley Parable, Kevin Brighting, also voices one of the scientists in Black Mesa. So that's cool,
Riley.
right? Here, I'll show you. Let me in.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Uh, I'm not feeling guilty because I ain't coming back here. Whee! Alright, yeah. I
No
just.
time for cold feet, Chief.
I
Step
know.
right up.
Alright. Now listen. This is him.
Ah, here he is.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
Now, as long as we follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just don't feel...
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
I found this out that he was he was also a scientist in Black Mesa like a week ago. I'm like, oh my god, really? Yeah.
The higher-ups will have our heads if we delay this experiment any longer. Once this is all over, you can slip out of that HEV and get back to the real work.
Paperwork. Lots and lots of paperwork. You're just postponing the inevitable. Just go on and get it over with. Are you waiting for something, Gordon?
He's just savoring the moment. One day he'll look back to this as the beginning of his illustrious career.
Catching the opening night jitters, Gordon? Can't say I blame you.
Don't worry, Dr. Freeman. You'll do just fine.
I'm gonna make up my own story. So this guy, this scientist.
There's no need for performance anxiety, Dr. Freeman.
Okay,
Of course not. You're
Shut
a
up.
seasoned pro by now.
you shut up. You talk. So apparently, I'm gonna make up my own story. Let's just say the Stanley Parable, including the Half-Life 2 mod, is connected in the Half-Life universe. Let's say that this scientist right here created a game called the Stanley Parable, and inside the game, someone created a mod, the Half-Life 2 mod called the Stanley Parable. Someone showed Stanley the mod, Stanley played the Half-Life 2 mod, and after he was done playing it, then the Stanley Parable came to life. Yeah, that's my own version of the story. If the Stanley Parable's connected. Intro time! Hello everybody, this is Dr. F999, and welcome to You Are Playing the Stanley Parable, and goodbye. And welcome back! I just got the achievement, welcome back. I looked in the achievements for this game and it said, quit the game and then rejoin, so I just got an achievement for that. So this is the real version, the real game. So last time I played the Half-Life 2 mod, but that was the Half-Life 2 mod. This is the actual game that came out, after the mod came out. And I'm sorry if that intro took too long, but, whatever. Alright, I'm just gonna look in the options real quick. Closed captions. Yes, you can change the captions. Yes. Subtitles only. Subtitles only, yeah. Master volume, blah blah blah. Alright, I'm just checking stuff and things. So I think this uses the same engine, or I think this does use the source engine, but I think it uses the kind of same engine as use items. What? I think this uses the same engine as Portal 2 does. Items E. And yeah. So I think that I think this is going to be a really, really great game. Yeah, and I think last time there was... Wait, what? Oh, no, no, no. I want... No. Okay, I want it to be okays. Alright. So... Achievement. Achievement. Enabled. Oh, what? I just got an achievement called achievement. Just for enabling this as saves. Yes, enabled. Alright, let's begin the game. Let's do this. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never... Okay, then. See how this goes.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
This already looks
how
better.
long to push them, and in what order.
Screen's kinda
This is
blurry.
what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year.
I noticed that
Although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
it's kind of different, but it looks pretty
And
good.
then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
There we go. So, how can I... Oh, wait. Hate Mondays. I just realized I can't jump. So, yeah, there's that. Wait, can I jump? I don't know. I looked at the keyboard keys. Yeah, I can't... Whoa! Okay, so I don't know what happened, but I just kept clicking random buttons, and then all of a sudden I closed out my game. That's weird, isn't it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Probably. I just got an achievement called "You Can't Jump." I think it's because I've been clicking on the jump button for too long. Maybe. I don't know. Probably what happened. Oh well. Wow, this actually looks really cool. This actually looks like a real office building instead of a big orange corridor. So, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Entered the door on his... Alright, fine, alright, I'll listen to him.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright, I just want to look around real quick. I can't believe I got 3, or what, did I get 4? Yeah, I got 3 achievements in the last day.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, wait, no, I got 3 achievements in one video, in the first video I make on the Stanley Parable. That's funny. Okay. Boss would like to see you now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Was that something else before?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, wow. Okay, Ooh. This is already looking way cooler than ever before. It has. Loading, okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So apparently I can crouch, which, could I do that before? I don't know.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Big words. Hold on a minute.
The lights rose on an
Whoa.
enormous room packed with television screens.
It's a lot.
What horrible secret did this place
my
hold?
God.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wait, there were only like 20 or like 15 television screens in the mod. Now there's like 1 billion.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I saw, yeah, that's my office over there. What the, whoa. That's more monitors than there was in the mod. Like, if you go back to the mod, there were like the little monitors. Holy moly. Wow. Oh, fired. Alright, people. We're gonna spawn people.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Wow. This is a how can like 3 people monitor this many monitors? Like, seriously.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh. Alright.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. Awaiting input. Wow. Wasn't there a generator last time with a spark? Whoa. What is that? Huh. Is this the disable power and the engage power? Yeah. Let's turn that on. Whoa. Well then.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh my god, this looks beautiful. Wow. Holy moly.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah! Wow. That was cool. Beat the game. I got another achievement. How many achievements did I get? Did I get 4 or 5? I don't even know. Well, I'm back here. Well, that's going to be it for today's video on the game is now paused. Well, let's quit the menu. So, wow. Okay, this has been really interesting. Alright, time for the gamer's decision wheel. Alright, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The room 3. Nice. Alright, anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!